top 5 Emilio Estevez movies. This is our second list of the podcast. This is one I was really pumped about because I mean all of his early movies are so great.
Yeah,
it's kind of tough putting them in an order, but not really that tough.
No, it came out pretty easy.
I banged this one out real fast.
Same.
Yeah, I will say I'm going to go first on this one, even though I said I'm really curious about yours.
I know. Well, I thought you were going to go first anyway, and then you said that, so I was myself.
Honorable mention for me is his tiny appearance in Mission Impossible. It was sort of good to see him back. You know what I mean? Because he'd been not really in anything for a while, and then all of a sudden he just was in a Mission Impossible movie for a couple seconds, and it was cool. I was pumped to see him there. So number 5 for me is one of the funnier movies and one of the lesser known movies of all time, and it's Loaded Weapon 1. It's a spoof on the Lethal Weapon series starring him and Sam Jackson, and it's so funny. Every twist and turn, every time something happens, there's something funny that happens.
And there's other jokes. There are jokes within the jokes, like happening in the background. It's just so well written and designed. And
the delivery, his delivery and Samuel L. Jackson's deliveries. They're so serious, even though it's absolute ridiculousness. Like what's going on in the
I might watch that today just because I got excited.
If you want to laugh, if you like silly, watch that. Number 4 was a really sneaky, funny movie. Growing up, I watched it all the time. I had it on VHS along with a bunch of other movies in a row that I would just watch.
We had it on VHS.
Sorry, Goose. Number 4 is Men at Work. Funny movie. Him and his brother Charlie Sheen are garbage collectors, and it's funny. I think they find a dead body, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
and it's hilarious. It's a funny movie.
Number the Nasty.
The Nasty is so gross. I'm gonna throw up just thinking about it. Imagine the smell. It'd be like you ever go into like a porta potty and but
amplify that by 80,
times it by because I have 2 kids. One of them is still in diapers, and so I already know what I contribute to trash, and it's bad. Imagine that times 50. It's so gross. Number 3 for me is the original Young Guns because it was awesome, and you're not going to agree with me, but number 2 is Young Guns 2.
Okay.
The number 1 film for me is The Breakfast Club. I
knew you were going to go that.
Breakfast Club is one of my favorite movies. Each one of those actors who were so young and were not really known for their dramatic roles at the time, just nailed every emotion in that movie. It was really well done and well acted, and it's still one of my favorite movies of all time.
Absolutely. Your list is good. We're actually pretty aligned. You had one just damning error, which is why I'm going to win the list, and I know the fans are going to agree with me on this one. So we're literally on the same page. 5, Loaded Weapon. Number 4, Men at Work. Again, I love those films. Number 3, I put Breakfast Club only because these other 2 films they had multiple films. So my number 2 is of course Gordon Bombay and Mighty Ducks. How you left Mighty Ducks off your list, Pete, is blasphemy.
Only Jake Fensky, our very own Jake Fensky, is going to agree with you. Everyone else is going to say,
what are you talking about? People love Mighty Ducks. Quack, quack, Pete. I mean, get on board. And then I didn't separate Young Guns only because, like I said,
because you're a slashing.
Well, but to me, it's the same role. So it's multiple, but Young Guns is number 1, obviously.
It's different movies.
Because it's probably Young Guns 2 is probably my favorite Western, and that along with Tombstone. So Young Guns 2 is my favorite all-time Western, probably the one I like the most. I mean, Tombstone is the better film, better script.
Tombstone's so good.
You're not getting. I mean, I'm splitting hairs here, which I like more. I think I just love Young Guns 2. I just love Billy the Kid character, I think, more, which is why I'm slightly more. But Tombstone it's like, I mean, they're both great. I'm splitting hairs here, and then obviously Unforgiven is up there. The Searchers. I mean, again, that's a whole nother. That's what we should have done. Best westerns on this.
We got to do Tombstone, man.
Well,
And Young Guns too.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We'll do
Can
westerns.
we just do that right now? Just do it impromptu. We just talk about those movies.
Yeah.